Hi everyone, so I wanted to do a little video only because I've had a lot of interest with our Acts page and people sort of asking what we can help them with and what we provide in terms of resources. So yeah, I'm just going to do a short little video and just explain what Acts is about and yeah, why you should get involved and maybe how we can help you in your local church. So I'll give you a little bit of background. So we came from Brisbane and we attended Mount Gravatt Church. For anyone who's familiar with what Mount Gravatt Church is like, it's quite a big church. It's one of the bigger churches in Brisbane. And we were involved in quite a lot of programs through Mount Gravatt Church, and we helped facilitate a lot of programs and just supported a lot of programs. And then we moved to a country town, and yeah, it was a small church. It was older membership as well. And yeah, just everything that they did was very different to what we did in Brisbane. Now, obviously, that comes with the whole idea of a city church and a country church, which is fine. But we really felt impressed at one stage in our walk of, hey, how can we make Gin Gin grow? How can we make the Gin Gin church be influential within our community? And that's basically just where we started brainstorming a lot of ideas. And obviously, the challenge that came with being in a city church was that there's just a lot more people to get around and to do projects and to run things, and also there's just a different way of approaching ministry and outreach. So once we moved to Gin Gin, there was less people, there was just a totally different way of trying to reach out into the community, and we wrestled with how do we do this, how do we I suppose just create exposure as to the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And I'll be totally honest with you, I know we get thrown into the same bucket as the Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses, and we wanted to change that stereotype that has been placed within the Adventist Church. And yeah, that's, I suppose, where we started trying to work out, hey, what can we do for our community? If there's nothing else that we can provide for Gin Gin, let us at least do community work and let us be supportive of the community services that are available within Gin Gin, and yeah, let our Adventist church be represented within those community events and projects. So that's where it all started. Now, obviously the process that we took to doing all that wasn't very structured. I'm not a structured kind of person. I just go with the flow. And you probably, those who know me, know that that's just the way that I roll. There's definitely order, so don't get me wrong. I'm not the type of person that's just like, let's wake up this morning and we're just going to do life totally different. So I did want to provide some sort of structure, and I guess I've also wanted to do some sort of step-by-step plan for churches who do want to try and do some outreach. Maybe you found it difficult as to how you can do that. So that's where I decided to just, everything that we've implemented within our local Gin Gin church, I decided, hey, let me just put this all down on paper. And for me, who's not like a formal structured kind of person, that was really crazy. But hey, Holy Spirit tends to do that. And that's how we develop and mature in ministry. So I just started writing things down, just the different processes that we went through when we would do handouts for certain outreach programs. Hey, I just did proper handouts. I put a bit more effort into our handouts and saved them, and now they're there for everyone else to use. So, for example, we started a food pantry ministry. So with that, we have different letters that we have used to communicate and to request assistance from different organizations. So I have a template letter that I send out to different organizations when we're trying to get support for them with our food bank. I've also created visit cards, so little cards that you give to each person that comes to your food pantry. They get ticked off for each visit. So stuff like that. I'm putting it out there that, hey, look, I've done this. If you want to use it, use it. If you want to use the basic template and then modify it according to what you want for your church, then go for it. And yeah, another example is that I ran Forgive to Live in our community. And Forgive to Live, that program is done by an Adventist doctor, and it's usually done in conjunction with the CHIP program. And it was very successful. We have run health meetings for 2.5 years. We're going on to 3 years, and it's a monthly health meeting. And from everything that we've presented, the feedback for Forgive to Live has been just exceptional. Everyone's like, out of everything that we've done, Forgive to Live was the best. So with Forgive to Live, when we decided to run it, I realized that there wasn't a lot of resources apart from the videos that they give you and the books. So I wrote up worksheets for each session. So there's 6 sessions. I also wrote decision cards for each session. So at the end of each presentation, you give your participants a card, a little sheet, and they tick. And so it might sort of sound like an appeal card or a decision card for each session. So I'm providing those resources to anyone who wants to run Forgive to Live. I also have different Bible studies that I have just written up myself, and obviously it's targeted to different demographics. I have worked on a Bible study that is specifically aimed at teens, and I've also done one that is for adults. I've specifically done, I'm working through the 13 Weeks to Finding Peace, which is done by Jennifer Jill Schweizer, and I'm also working on 13 Weeks to Finding Love. So there's just a lot of resources that I'm just putting together, and I want to share that for people who want to use those resources so that you don't have to feel like it's just so much work. I want it to be, hey, if I've done the hard work, I would love for you all to benefit from it. Another set of resources that I've provided, and just as we were trying to go about doing all these different ministries and all these different outreach projects, is called a Church Skill Assessment Survey. And basically that survey is in-house. You will distribute that to members within your church, and they will go through it, and you will just learn what skills they have and how many of them are willing to put those skills into community work and into outreach projects. So you might call it life groups. So yeah, whether they have a skill that would be used within a life group, at least now you're getting the information. So once you do all this survey within your church, then you know what people's skills are, you know what their talents are, you know what they're passionate about. And from then you can brainstorm possibilities of life groups that you can launch in your local church. That would be the first step. And then second step I would suggest and recommend is that then you do a survey within your community from the ideas of the life groups that you have found that you are capable of actually running. So once you've got those life groups, then you compile all that information, then you make up different programs and work out your outreach calendar. And before you do any other planning, then go and survey your community and see, hey, out of these 10 life groups, we only seem to have interest for 3 of them. Try and get contacts, try and find people that actually want to participate in those groups. And based on the people that are interested in those programs, you would then go on to run those programs. I found that was very effective because it's great to have 20 different ideas of what the church can do, but then if the community actually isn't interested in it, then it sort of defeats the purpose. So that's one of the things that we can provide through ACTS is that survey, and then also we have a template of the survey that you can run out in the community as well of the different programs that you can provide. And obviously they're templates, so you will customize that according to what your church can provide. And secondly, we provide ACTS shirts. I should have been wearing my ACTS shirt, not my Arise shirt, but we have ACTS shirts. We have just found very, very effective when we wear our ACTS shirts to different outreach programs. Even when we go out door knocking, again, it's to build down those walls of people assuming that anyone that's knocking on your door must be a JW or a salesperson. So when they see the ACTS t-shirt, within seconds, walls have been broken down of people just wanting to say no. So that's another thing that we found really effective is that we wear our ACTS shirts to community programs. When we do different outreach services, we do that as well. And I would highly recommend that you look into that. So we do the ACTS shirts, which honestly, I'm not making millions out of this, and it was never my intention to make millions. So we sell it purely at cost price. We also do kids' ACTS shirts because I'm really passionate about our children feeling like they're part of ministry, not that they're just people, little people that we just drag along to everything. So my girls love wearing their ACTS shirts. I should pay them more because they're really good promotional girls. They wear their ACTS shirts to things that I'm like, I didn't even need you to wear your ACTS shirt. So I'm really passionate about that. So we do kid size ACTS shirts as well. And yeah, we just wear it wherever. We do banners as well, which basically is just through Vista. But we're really, I suppose we really push the fact of marketing and branding I work within the design industry, so I know how important these things are, and I know how valuable they are for a business, for a corporation. So for working for the Lord, it's just as powerful. So yeah, they're the main things that I wanted to let you know that that's what Acts does. If there's anything else that you're interested in, please let me know. I have a whole bunch of resources that I have worked. I've done VBSs, so I have all program layouts for that. I've gone through, and one of our guys that's on our team, Daniel, he's written up a little puppet skit thing for the 8 Laws of Health, which he did really well. So we have those types of resources that we're really happy to just share, so that you don't feel like you have such a big burden, and to make that desire for you to get involved in community work even easier. So yeah, that's what Acts is all about. Send me a message, contact me, and we'd be more than happy to help you encourage your church to become Adventists that are committed to serve. All right, cool, excellent. We'll be in touch. See yous.